Could he actually win?
No freaking way!
Which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Donald Trump.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
Mr. Trump will not be president.
Trump will never be elected president of the United States.
You're not going to be president,
A man who will never be president of the United States.
Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Take it to the bank.
He will never be president.
Donald Trump is not going to become president of the United States.
He's out from the election. You've been labeled a racist. You've been called a sexist.
Thank you very much.
How do you respond to that?
I am the least racist person you've ever met.
News national poll of likely voters shows Clinton leading Trump by 12 points. The latest CNN polling average puts Clinton ahead by 9 points.
That plus 19. Do you think the tapes made a difference? Of course! They made all the difference!
This race is over.
Hillary Clinton has raised more than double Donald Trump, vastly outspending him.
The presidency at about 89% for Hillary Clinton.
Your analytical model has never been wrong. Now projects Hillary Clinton to win presidential election.
100% chance. You still think she has a 100% chance of winning the election?
I do.
And what would Donald Trump have to do to turn things around?
Prayer and hope for a Festivus miracle.
Where's your daddy? And your mommy, right? Do you want to go back? Do you want to go back to them, or do you want to stay with Donald Trump?
Trump.
Food stamps. And I'll tell you what, if we had a real, hello. You know, it's amazing. I mentioned food stamps, and that guy who's seriously overweight went crazy. He went crazy. Amazing.
Some of these protesters are very soft. We had one last night in Louisiana. The voice was so sad. It took a whole 45 minutes before we realized it was a protester. I said, don't worry, let him keep protesting. I mean, I'm sure a couple of did any protesters sneak in tonight? Anybody? They don't know. I love you too, even though it's a guy. I love you. Okay, let's have some questions. Few questions. Give me a nice one. A nice, good. Give me a nice question. Go ahead. This guy, good-looking kid. Your organization's terrible. Let's go. Go ahead. Quiet.
You can't, but that's true in life. I'd love to have done in life certain things over, I guess. And you would have too. Give me one. You would have loved not to have contributed to the Clinton Foundation, as an example.
Monmouth University gives Clinton a 6-point lead, 50% to 44%. Meanwhile, a Fox News poll gives Hillary Clinton a 4-point lead in the four-way race. She leads Donald Trump 48 to 44%.
Big of personalities that they are, and we know this is going to be a clash of big personalities. This is also a clash of two competing visions of America. Hillary Clinton embracing the many cultural changes, the diversity, the acceleration of globalization that's happening. Donald Trump embracing a vision that says, whoa, let's slow down, let's slow things down, let's look inward a little bit.
Welcome you to the first presidential debate. The participants tonight are Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
I will release my tax returns against my lawyer's wishes when she releases her 33,000 emails that have been deleted. As soon as she releases them, I will release.
States. The most recent and troubling of these has been Russia. There's no doubt now that Russia has used cyber attacks against all kinds of organizations in our country, and I am deeply concerned about this. I know Donald's very praiseworthy of Vladimir Putin, but Putin is playing a really tough, long game here.
I mean, it could be Russia, but it could also be China. It could also be lots of other people. It also could be somebody sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds, okay? You don't know who broke in to DNC, but what did we learn with DNC? We learned that Bernie Sanders was taken advantage of by your people.
Involved in a number of efforts to take out al-Qaeda leadership when I was Secretary of State, including, of course, taking out bin Laden, and I think we need to go after Baghdadi.
Or, as I've been saying for a long time, and I think you'll agree because I said it to you once, had we taken the oil, and we should have taken the oil, ISIS would not have been able to form either because the oil was their primary source of income. It should have never happened. Now, you're talking about taking out ISIS. But you were there, and you were Secretary of State when it was a little infant. Now it's in over 30 countries. And you're going to stop them? I don't think so. You were totally out of control. I said, there's a person with a temperament that's got a problem.
Secretary Clinton.
Woo, okay. Let's talk about two important issues that were briefly mentioned by Donald. First, NATO. You know, NATO as a military alliance has something called Article 5, and basically it says this: an attack on one is an attack on all. And do you know the only time it's ever been invoked? After 9/11.
I agree with her on one thing. The single greatest problem the world has is nuclear armament, nuclear weapons. Not global warming like you think. I would like everybody to end it, just get rid of it, but I would certainly not do first strike. I think that once the nuclear alternative happens, it's over. At the same time, we have to be prepared. I can't take anything off the table. I said she doesn't have the stamina, and I don't believe she does have the stamina. To be president of this country, you need tremendous stamina.
Or even spends 11 hours testifying in front of a congressional committee. He can talk to me about stamina.
The world, let me tell you, Hillary has experience, but it's bad experience. We have made so many bad deals during the last, so she's got experience, that I agree, but it's bad experience. It's hundreds of millions of ads, and the only gratifying thing is I saw the polls come in today, and with all of that money, over $200 million is spent, and I'm either winning or tied, and I've spent practically nothing.
One of you will not.
Without the media, Hillary Clinton couldn't be elected dog catcher. I mean that. It's true. If crooked Hillary Clinton were up here and they had this kind of a crowd, the cameras would be showing the crowd all day long. Cameras, look at all those cameras back there. Look at it. Look at it. Hello, folks. How you doing, you son of a guns? Look at all of that media back there. Look at all of those cameras. Oh, boy. They know who to follow. I wish they could be honest. I wish.
Because you know what they do? They have the camera, live television, on my face the entire amount. My wife goes, I go home. Were there any people there tonight, darling? They don't see. They never show the crowds.
Show them the crowd. Show them the crowd. Look, they're not turning the cameras. They don't even turn the cameras. They don't even turn the cameras because you know what? They're very dishonest people. They are so dishonest. How many people come to these rallies? Turn them. Go ahead, turn them. Go ahead. Thank you. That's the first time they've ever done that. Thank you. That's the first time. Amazing.